Hello everyone. In this video, we are going to see the third numerical on continuous beam, that is second part in unit number 2, movement and distribution method for the subject structural analysis 2. So this was a statement. Analyze the two-span continuous beam shown in the below figure by moment distribution method and draw bending moment and shear force diagram. This was the given continuous beam ABC loaded as shown in the figure. In the last video, already we have found out the fixed moment in different members of a continuous beam ABCD. So fixed moment in member AB, it is 60 kilonewton meter. Fixed moment in member BA, it is minus 60 kilonewton meter. Fixed moment in member BC, it is plus 40 kilonewton meter. And fixed moment in member CB, it is minus 40 kilonewton meter. And moment in member CD, it is 80 kilonewton meter. These were the fixed moment in different members of a continuous beam. This is the condition for to find out the relative stiffness. Then we have find out the distribution factor for different members BA and BC at a joint B. Okay. Now the distribution factor for member BA, it was 0.639. Distribution factor for member BC, it is 0.361, and addition of these two is equal to 1. So these were the distribution factor for member B and BC at joint B. Next we have find out the moment in member AB. Okay, so that moment was equal to 72.780. Moment in member BA is minus 34.44. Moment in member BC is plus 34.44, and moment in member CB, it is minus 80. So this moment will be required to draw the bending moment and shear force diagram. Now we'll draw the superimposed bending moment diagram. Superimposed bending moment diagram is nothing but it is combination of fixed and free bending moment diagram. Okay, so already we have find out the final moment or the moment in member of a continuous beam ABCD. Okay, now moment in member AB is 72.780. First you have to draw this horizontal line. Okay, so at joint A you have to show the value 72.780. So this diagram is not to scale. Okay, so here you have to show it the value as 72.780. Okay, now in BA and BC the values, numerical values are same but the signs are opposite. So though the signs are opposite, here we have to show the value above the horizontal line when we are drawing the bending moment diagram for B. Okay, so here the value is 34.44. Okay, at point B. Now at point C the value is minus 80. Okay, so here you have to show above the line. Okay. Now then you have to join this by a straight line. Okay, so this is the fixed bending. Now we have to draw the free bending moment diagram. In portion AB it is loaded by a uniformly distributed load. As we know now, the value for free bending moment is WL square upon 8. So value of W is 20, L is 6. So W 20 into L 6 square upon 8. So we get the value is 90. Okay. So as the member AB is loaded by uniformly distributed load, so you have to join by a second degree curve. Now the load in member BC is 80 kilonewton and it is acting at the center. So here the value of the free bending moment diagram will be, it will be WL upon 4. Okay, so value of W is 80 and length of member is 4. So 80 into 4 divided by 4, so we get the value as 80. So as it is a point load, so here you have to show it by a straight line. Okay, so this is the free bending moment diagram and this is the fixed bending moment diagram, and the combination of this is called as superimposed bending moment diagram. Okay, so this is superimposed bending moment diagram. Next step, to draw the shear force diagram. Okay, so to draw the shear force diagram, you should know the support reaction. Okay, now support reaction will be due to the given loading and due to the unbalanced movement. Okay, now in portion AB, it is loaded by a uniformly distributed load. Okay, so as it is loaded by uniformly distributed load of 20 kilonewton per meter, the length of member is 6. So the end reaction will be WL upon 2. Okay, so value of W here is 20, length is 6. So 20 into 6 divided by 2, so the value is 60. Okay, now in portion B, it is what? Again WL by 2, 60. Okay, the load is symmetric. Now in portion BEC, okay, now here the value will be W by 2. So load is W is 80 and the length of 80 by 2, so it is 40. Okay, now here for cantilever portion CD, here it is 40 kilonewton, so here the reaction should be also the 40. Whatever the reaction, whatever the load acting at the cantilever portion, same will be the reaction for the portion CD. Okay, now as we have find out the moment in member AB as well as in member BA. So moment in member BA, it is acting in anti-clockwise direction because value is plus 72.76. As it is acting in as the value is plus 72.76, that is, it is acting in anti-clockwise direction. Okay, so value of moment in portion BA is minus 34.4. As it is 34.4 means acting in clockwise direction. Okay, now next we have to find out the unbalanced moment. Now if you compare these two movements, here the anti-clockwise movement 72.76 is more than 34.4. So here unbalanced movement will have the sign of 72.76, that is in anti-clockwise direction. Now here this unbalanced movement will rotate the structure in anti-clockwise direction. To balance this, we have to apply the reaction acting in clockwise direction. So here in portion, at support B, it will be in downward direction, and in support A, it will be in upward direction. Okay, and that reaction will be here 72.76 acting anti-clockwise direction, so plus, so 72.76. Now this 34.4 acting in clockwise direction, so minus. So 72.76 minus 34.4 divided by the length, that is 6. So here we get the reaction as at support A is 6.4, at support B for member B is 6.4. Okay, only at support A it is acting upward and at support B it is acting downward. Okay, now here if you are not getting where it is acting upward or downward, where the unbalanced movement is there we show the reaction upward, and at the far end show it downward. Okay, now in member BC, the movement is acting in anti-clockwise direction, that is 34.4, and movement in member CB, it is acting in clockwise direction and it is 80 kilonewton meter. As it is acting in clockwise direction, so minus. Okay, or the value is minus 80 kilonewton meter, that means it is acting in clockwise direction. Now here we have to find out the unbalanced moment now. Okay, now this is the beam. Now if you compare these two now here 80 kilonewton meter value is more, so the unbalanced moment will be act in clockwise direction. Okay, so that unbalanced moment will be here 34.4 minus 80, that will be the unbalanced moment. Now this unbalanced moment will rotate the structure in clockwise direction, so here you have to apply the reaction in anti-clockwise direction. Okay, so to apply the reaction in anti-clockwise direction at support B, here reaction should be downward, and at support C the reaction should be upward. Reaction should be upward. Okay, so then and then only it will rotate the structure in anti-clockwise direction and keep this structure in equilibrium, or member BC in equilibrium. Okay, that means at support B the reaction is acting downward, and at support C it is acting upward for member BC. Okay, So here the reaction due to unbalanced moment will be, yes, 80, it will minus 80 plus 34.4 and divided by the length, that is 4. For member BC the length is 4. So 34.4 minus 80 divided by 4. So we get the reaction is 11.4. Okay. Now here we have to find out the support reaction. Now at support A, so the reaction due to the given load is 60 acting upward, and reaction to the unbalanced moment is 6.4, it is acting upward. So 60 plus 6.4, it is 66.4 at support A. Now at support B, for member BA, here it is 60 acting upward, here it is 6.4 acting downward. So 60 minus 6.4, we get a value 53.6. Now at support B, for member BC, due to the point load it is 40, and due to the unbalanced movement it is downward minus 11.4. So 40 minus 11.4, we get the value as 28.6. Okay. Now here both reaction is acting upward. So 53.6 plus 28.6 will be the reaction at support B, that is 82.2, and it is acting upward. Okay. Here also it is acting upward. Support B, A reaction is acting upward. Now support reaction at C. Now due to the given load it is 40, and due to unbalanced movement is 11.4, and for member CB, if you do the addition 40 plus 11.4, it is 51.4. Now support reaction at C, for member CD, as we have found out, it is 40. Okay, so here it is 40, and reaction at C will be addition of these two, 51.4 plus 40, it is 91.4. Okay, now here we have to draw the shear force diagram. Okay, first draw the horizontal line. Now the reaction at A is 66.4. So show here is 66.4. In member AB, it is loaded by uniformly distributed load. So plus 66.4 minus 20 into 6, we get the value that is 53.6. That is minus. Okay. So reaction at B is 82.8. So minus 53.6 plus 82.8, we get the value 28.6. Okay. Now in this portion there is no load, so joined by the horizontal line. Now here there is a point load of 80 kilonewton acting downward. So plus 28.6 minus 80, so we get the value as 51.4. So in this portion there is no load, so joined by a horizontal line. So reaction at C is 91.4. So 51.4, it is minus 51.4 plus 91.4, it is plus 40. Okay. So in this portion CD there is no load, so joined by horizontal line. So here value is 40. So at D there is a point load of 40 kilonewton acting downward. So show it downward. Here the value is 0. So this is the shear force diagram for the member A, B, C, D for a continuous beam. Okay. So here value will be plus. Here it will be minus, plus, minus, plus. Okay. Thank you for watching this video.